All right. We are live. I don't know how this is gonna go, but figured I'd start streaming on this account. Dude, I feel like this camera is just not bright enough. Yo, what's up, Arson? Welcome to the stream, dude. I feel like I want to make my camera brighter. So, the way I'm planning on formatting this stream is just develop, like, programming stuff on my own, and then while you guys have questions, just answering them, like, kind of in depth. So it's kind of like a programming teaching stream, for anyone who has questions. Now, alright. I like this brightness right here. I hope it stays like that. Yo, what's up, Lo? Welcome to the stream, dude. But yeah, so this is like our first time like doing a real kind of stream on here. So if you guys have any questions, hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Let's do that, and then we'll scale this down. All right, I need to work on something. Give me something to make, guys. I can't stream the main game I'm working on right now. Because it's a private project. Do knit and roac tutorials? I'd be down. We actually work with the creator of knit, so that can absolutely happen. We do have a roac components tutorial. If that's something that interests you, check it out. It's the ultimate roac components guide. Okay. So we need to make something. Give me something to make, guys. I'm feeling like doing a... dude, I don't know. So we made a daily reward system. Let's do... So I want to make a tutorial on how to do a please donate stand. I think that'd be kind of cool. Right? That might be a lot of fun. So we could do that right now. But I also would rather probably wait. Dude, it's been so long since I've done a live stream of any sorts. I'm trying to get my lighting good. Alright. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Roscriptor? Dude, thanks for the kind comments you've been leaving. I appreciate them. Alright, we're trying to think. I need to think of something to make during the stream. Shoot. Well, let me do this also. No, it's too wide. I want to put... okay. Let's make... first of all, let's do this. This will make things easier. Nope. Dude, I can't express how annoying Roblox's new viewport system is. Oh, is the music too loud? Sorry about that. Are we good now? Alright. I guess I'll do it like that. Let's script something, guys. If I can give a donator title, I'll do that for anyone who donates, yeah. I'm also trying to get... I need a few more watch time hours, and I'll be able to open up channel, channel memberships, and we'll set up some perks for that. Alright. But guys, if you have any questions or anything about scripting, then just ask them away and I will do my best to answer it for you. And if not, I'll find you an answer. Okay. I should have thought a little bit about what I was going to make during this. Oh, you know what I could do actually? Let's do this. We're going to work on this game I've been making on the side for fun. So I'm making this top-down shooter game called Star Blast Arena. The problem is I don't know... I gotta find where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. We're gonna open up VS Code for this bad boy. Okay. So this is some of the code. I don't think it's programmed super well, but this is this game I have called Star Blast Arena. It's what some of this math is from. This is a shotgun system I was building, but it's kind of like, you know, boom, boom, boom. I had some trouble figuring out a effective way to handle the bullets to make them look like kind of satisfying. But I have kill notifications on, stuff like that is all working. The whole ray, it uses ray casting, and then the bullets are kind of like visual. So I guess I could work on, no, see, I'm not in the mood to work on this. Dude, I need to make something. You guys need to fuel me with ideas. First idea in the chat, I'll program. I'll script. Let's do this. We're gonna make a +1 game. We'll do this. All right, +1 for fun. I haven't really embarked into it. To be honest, I haven't done much scripting recently. Just because for the most part, so Vector 3 is like is a marketing agency I run. So most of my time has been spent doing like TikTok stuff. But since I'm working on a game again, I've been programming again. How do you make a double jump script? I've never made one, although I do know that, hold on. I'm pretty sure Roblox themselves made a tutorial on it. I guess not. I think the way, so I'm not the best at, what's it called? I'm not the best. What's up, Wabi? I'm not the best at like this physics type stuff. What I wonder if you can do is, if you change the state mid-air of the player. So let's try this. Hold on. So this whiteboard is, so it's super old. You can't even erase it. But I was making, so I was making this top-down shooter, and I wanted to add a shotgun. So like bullet spread, right? So this is just some of the circle math of like using look vector and right vector, because I'm really bad at programming math. It's why when we start doing math tutorials on this channel, it's gonna be by someone else. We're working with Slightnick. My most complicated script. Oh, I know. I think. I would say it might have been. Let me pull this up. I was working on this old game, and the only other scripting language I would say I work a lot with. I mean, I guess I do some JavaScript when I'm making like, I have a few apps I've made, and I'm working on an app on like the side of the side projects that I think I'll be writing in Swift. So I'm learning Swift. I'm pulling up this complicated script right now. And yes, VS Code tutorial is on the way. I'm going to try and do it this week. I want to set it up in a way that is like really easy to follow and like answers every question someone might have. Yo, what's up, Wabi? Yo, what's up, Ike? How's it going, dude? I think the hardest thing to do, I guess to execute, is this was when I had to do serialization for a placement system. So this was a placement system where you could build every single room, and I had to serialize the data for what floor this was on. And then I had to serialize it further to like convert all of the parts into like string data. And there was so much information, like the rotation and stuff, that it was a lot like really challenging. Zeus, I don't program in Studio, so I just kind of thought this was the normal font. All my programming, like any of my actual work, is in this bad boy. Are you guys only hearing in your left ear? Why did no one say that? I'm sorry. Is that better now? Wabi, the best way that I can say for you to learn scripting. Yes, dude, Zeus, Groovebox makes me so happy. I love it. Yeah, Lon, that's gonna come out this week. What's up? Dude, I am Alvin Blocks. Do you want it back? So, okay, Wabi, the way that I recommend to learn the script, right? Everybody learns differently. So many people used to say they learned from like models. I didn't. The best thing I'm going to say for you is like literally just start. Just look up how to script on Roblox and then just click anything. It doesn't matter what video you watch. They're all going to teach the same thing. Just start off early and learn and do. And that's how you'll begin to realize the mistakes that you were making. As long as you begin to take action, you'll learn. I'm releasing a beginner tutorial this week, actually, so perfect timing. It's not going to be super high quality. In a few months, we're going to make and fund a full Roblox Dev Beginners tutorial that'll have full motion graphics and be probably the most comprehensive tutorial out there. Yo, what's up, Pizza Dev? Knit or Nevermore? I haven't touched Knit yet. I'm purely on Nevermore. I'm bad. I fully understand that, dude. You hit a point where you become so average that you feel like you can't break, and that's where you have to challenge yourself. Build a complete game that's going to force you to look up skills and just continuously research them. All I can say is the best way to improve your scripting is projects. This whiteboard is circle math for my shotgun system. Dude, Arson, same. I used to make, yeah. Oh, it was so bad. I didn't know how loops worked. So like for a fade, I would manually do every line. But Wabi, my advice for you to get started, dude, is literally like just take action. The first game I made on my own, Jamie, let me show you it. I haven't, Zeus. Is it on Roblox? So, like I said, I haven't been super into the programming community recently because I've been focusing on my company, but I'm kind of like focusing again. Thoughts on G Dizzle? Hate the guy. He's a loser. I'm kidding. I love my G Dizzle. What's up, Jeffrey? What's a good way to improve the way you organize your code? All right, here's the best thing I'm going to say for you, Keep, is first of all, don't force yourself into a framework. Find one that naturally extends the way that you work. And the second thing I'm going to tell you is I think one of the most useful things that my friend taught me when I was, scripting and, when I was quote unquote good already, I wanted to learn how to like improve my, how to improve my organization. And when you use module scripts, you should have one module that basically serves one function. So services should be like very compact in what they do. So you should have a lot more scripts with less jobs. Like you kind of want very little of your scripts going over 100 lines because they should serve a very specific function very well. So to give you an example of what that would be is, let's say I'm doing a data system, okay? So let's say I have data service, right? That changes the data. I don't want that to also change all the visual sides of the data. I want to extend that service to be a visual handler because otherwise I begin to cloud. I begin to make this service too large. It becomes more confusing to read and it becomes harder to make granular adjustments. George, I honestly haven't dabbled in packages yet. By packages, do you mean like kind of like the groups of models that let you like go cross game? Abdul, can you rephrase that? I'm a little confused. More lines of code equals more proud of yourself. Sure, dude. All right, let me show you guys my first game. And I want to show you some of the funny things that I did when making games. Yo, Atlantic, thank you for the $1 donation, dude. I appreciate it. Can I check out your development studio's game and give your opinion? Yeah. Can you send the link in chat or will it not work? What purpose do world models have? If I'm not wrong, the world model... What do you mean by world models? Is that an update I don't know about yet? Hold on. I might just be blanking. Oh, okay. So I think this is what allows you to kind of, I think, make viewports a little bit more like interactable. I haven't really touched this yet. Let me look at the methods though. Yeah, so this allows you to do some more actions inside of a viewport frame. It seems like the big thing is you can do a lot of ray casting. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like the big thing is it provides more interaction in physics into your game. Let me read that donation message so I can give the feedback on the game. The big plugin I use, Jamie, is called Rojo, R-O-J-O. Abdul, the best way to stop, first thing is it is just a feeling, but also don't worry about it. It's okay to forget things. You just got to keep like researching, and it's okay to look things up on the internet. As you practice, you'll forget less, and that feeling you'll find will kind of fade away. All right, Atlantis, I'm going to check out your game right now. Thank you for donating. I just joined your Discord as Cheeky. If you could make it so that I can play the game or just find the link, that would be awesome. So the plugin, Jamie, lets me use Visual Studio Code to make my games, which has a lot more tools than just basic Roblox Studio. Dude, of course, Abdul. Should all your functions be in module scripts to be organized? It depends on how you write code. So for the most part, yes. Everything that I use, every script that I have other than one script, so this script, is actually a module. Use IntelliJ. Dude, I'm a VS Code fanboy. What's up, Yuru? How's it going? So I would say if it fits the way you like to program and you're using something like Nevermore, then yes, you should be using as many module scripts as possible. So you think it's better? All right, functions in module scripts. Yeah, so like I said, there's still a lot that I'm learning too. I haven't really touched like this package stuff, and some of the newer stuff I still need to learn. I haven't been developing over the past couple of months compared to what I was before, just because, you know, I'm doing a lot more video work. So, all right, let me play this game. I need to find the game link. Okay. Yo, Atlantis. Thank you for the donation. You have 13 developers. I feel like 13, I gotta say, feels like that might be enough. Oh, okay. So I'm just watching these videos. Yo, thank you for the sub, Monica. It's not out yet. Okay. I haven't, Skelly. That sounds awesome, dude. I've been scripting since 3rd grade, so for 10 years now. It's crazy. That is actually so long, dude. I wouldn't say it's bad, Jay. I think as you learn, I think if it works well for you, it's okay. I think as you learn to do more advanced things, you'll find uses for it naturally. What's my most successful project? Dude, I haven't really released any successful games yet because the biggest game that I was releasing, we canceled right before, but it's back in development. So we're going to say it's that because it had so much momentum. I would say Noir was pretty successful. It got 13K views or 13K plays, and peaked at about 60 CCU. It was this really cool murder mystery style game. Guys, listen, if we could hit, let's see, 3,700 YouTube subs today, that'd be awesome. We are 13 subs away. And Monica, there's your subscription right there. I don't use Roact yet. I'm planning on, I think if I had to choose between them, I would use Fusion. Yeah, I used a few. And yes, we do have a Discord, Abdul. Let me send out an invitation. Guys, if you guys want to join our Discord where we're going to post some information, it's right here. I say the best way to know when to use modules is when you find yourself starting to see the reasons for them. And yeah, I did a few. But I also got most of my players fell from Twitch, because I used to stream really consistently on Twitch. Dude, single player games must be so fun to script because you don't have to even worry about like hackers. Oh, sorry, Atlantis. I keep getting sidetracked. Don't worry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to start. Let's start here. Okay. I like the character design. Wait, what does this do? First off, I like the interaction system. Reminds me of The Division. And that's super clean to me. Did I ever use free models? When I was super young, yeah. I've never really had a use for them anymore, though. I want to see the nuke launch. I like these effects. Dude's literally become death, destroyer of worlds. That's pretty cool. Jay, I don't know if you've watched it yet, but on our channel, we have a module script tutorial. I recommend you go check it out, and see if it helps you. Oh, dude, the smoke trails are sick. This is by far my favorite gun system I've seen in the Roblox game. It's giving me like the feeling of The Division, which I really like. That is so satisfying, dude. That's sick. Okay, we got this computer field. Nice. That's pretty cool. I like these guys' designs. Is there going to be like a snow part of the world? That's clean. That's so clean. Character design is on point. It seems like you guys are like nailing the visual aspect. It's an SCP game. Gotcha. Like the gas masks. Are any of the SCPs visible yet? Dude, these are the coolest. These helmets are insane. Minty, once you get into it, it's a challenge, but it's not like hard, you know? It's like an enjoyable challenge. And it, you know, it never really gets easier, but it's a fun challenge if it's something you're into, and it's not for everybody. These helmet designs are incredible. Lighting's good. I got a little bit into 3D modeling. Why can't you open Studio? I'm bad. Dude, you guys just like, yeah, you nailed the visual aspect for sure. No motivation. Biggest lesson I've been learning is motivation. You can't rely on motivation. You got to be willing to be disciplined, because the only way you get to true success is discipline. Because to make a game, right, it starts out you're motivated, then you hate it. But if you can get the work done while you hate it, you get back up and you love it even more, and you know it's even better. So I did, all right. I'm gonna keep looking out. Don't worry, but I think it's this. So I got in the, dude. How is it playing this video? Am I dumb or is it something else? That's so facts, Dimitri. Oh, there we go. Okay. So when I started with Nevermore, George, first off, Wally wasn't publicly available yet, so I've yet to kind of adjust to it. Second of all, I really just like, it just feels good to me. I don't know. I know I need to make some changes to my systems, and I will. But this also works really well for me, and right now I'm in a stage of development where I focus more on creating a game rather than being the best scripter, if you understand what I mean. There's actually, I think there's a really important difference between the two. So guys, I started learning modeling. So I modeled these two. We hosted a $3,000 game jam earlier this year, and we're potentially going to host another. This was my first model. I made this fence. Thanks, Fel. I'll be streaming weekly. I made this anvil, and I made this well. But yeah, I'm still learning. Dimitri, I would say it's more about the thing than the other thing. You know what I'm saying, dog? All right, let's keep looking. What? That's sick. I like the highlight. Blackout Entertainment is solid. I would say this could use some work. I don't think this fits in the style of your UI, if I had to be honest. What's the difference between Roblox and VS Code? So, Roblox is just a bit limited in features. So, like, for something like this, right? Like, I can, let's see. There's a few little things. I can delete a line with Control X like that. It looks a lot cleaner. I can use GitHub. Let me make sure I don't leak anything. I can use GitHub here to manage my game with other people so that we can each code our own version of the game without interfering and then merge them together. You can work on it offline. It's not for everyone. If you're a new programmer, do not use it because it's going to vastly overcomplicate things. This isn't something I touched until like 6 years into development. And even then I was still a little bit confused. So I would say to take some time. Join for SCP Showcase. I got you. Also, thank you for the $1, dude. I appreciate it. What is the hardest thing I had to make? Probably my placement system that was serialized based on floors and stuff. What's up, Popcat? I didn't know that, Bagged. Abdul, the best way to learn is try and think of a cool idea of something you want to make, and then look up what you need to do that. He's making me reset. Dude, why is my sensitivity so low? I'm not sure how I like the... I would say to not touch the camera movement because it feels a bit too unnatural to me, if I'm being honest. Dude, Popcat, what's your game about? Nice animations. It includes powers. We're trying to do a tutorial on that soon. What is happening to me? Dude, what is he? Is it just like a gas bomb? Ah! Yes. Fel, let me just finish this and then I'll get over to your answer for that. Since it's a bit of a loaded explanation and I'm going to get deep into it. I like this Atlantis. I understand why you guys have a lot of developers now. I just really dislike your camera system. It's smoother and it looks cooler. But when you mess with a camera like this, it feels really, really unnatural. Bagged. Only you can know this, but I'm working on it again. Don't tell anyone. Popcat, you can message me about it. I'll see if I can get it to in the stream. Donators do get it automatically, but I also will get tiers if I have the time. Wait, what does left mouse button do? Yeah, that's yeah, bagged. Oh. I started scripting 10 years ago in 3rd grade. Yeah, I get that a lot. Will I do tutorials on type checking? Yeah, once I get deeper into Luau, I'll start to teach it. Atlantis, dude, keep me updated with this game. I'm going to stick in your Discord, and we'll play it when it's out. Guys, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, and then after that, we are going to explain object-oriented programming. Jay, Can you send me the line of code? I'll be right back, guys. No, Chuck. There's luau and then there's lua. So luau is the type check part, and I've been programming with normal lua for my games. And there's just a bit of a difference. So because I'm not like a master of that yet, I'm not gonna, teach it until I fully understand it. The stuff that I teach is in normal lua, which is still, used super commonly. Popcat, I'll see if I can get to that today. I gotta answer some questions first, dude. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Dude, I look so ominous when I walk in. What are you guys spamming in here? Egg? Egg? Okay. Hold on, I need to add this. This is very important that I add this, actually. How tall am I? Like 6'1", 6. I don't really know. Hold on. This is a key. This is a key. Weight is deprecated. Task.weight is the same way. It just utilizes the new task library. So basically just always use task.weight. Hold on. Guys, there's a reason I just did that. Thoughts on Jeffrey James? Let's just say he's a clown. That's all I have to say on the matter. All right, dude, how do I use this? My best game is a game called Noir, although I have a better game about to come out. More info on that as soon as it's ready. Give me a sec. Guys, there's a reason I'm doing this. Hold on. Oh, are clips a thing now? Wait, no. No. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I started with Lua. I don't know if it's just a stylistic change, but it's the most recent version and works with like the task library, so I would say just use it. Mar, there's game development is a very different skill than programming. You can make a great objective like systems with code, but unfortunately that doesn't mean you're going to always get players in a game. Knowing how to make a fun game is very different than knowing how to program well. The best programmers are not the best game developers. I would say 90% of the time. It's why I hit a point where I was like, I don't want my code to get any cleaner than this. I just want to focus on making fun games. And that's where I'm at right now at this point in my dev career. Yeah, there is TypeScript. Let's see. All right, let's talk. Yeah, start with Lua Minty. All right, let's talk about what object-oriented programming is. All right, so Jay, there are two types of programming. There's functional and object-oriented. Functional is all method-based. So let's say I had, you know, yo, Atlantis, thanks for the $1 donation. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm testing out. Dude, I'm so testing out the gun system. Villager Inmate 72. Thank you for this sub, by the way, on the channel. Guys, we are pushing for 2,700 subs today. We're at, or sorry, 3,700. We're at 3,691. If we get 9 more subs, we're hitting 3,700, which is sick. All right. Wait, what was I just doing? Zone roleplay gun system. Dude, yeah, I get distracted real quick, all right? We're going to do object-oriented, and we're going to do this gun system. Yes, we're getting no OP in a second. I'm just testing out this game because donators do get priority questions. And it already broke. Maybe I have to reset. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, yeah. No, how do I get that? I want the smoke. Oh, that's clean. That is clean. Although, where's the smoke trail? I want the smoke trail. I do like this system a lot, though. The camera shake might be a bit much. And it might feel annoying if you're, like, actually trying to fight. But it's clean, nevertheless. I want those smoke trails. Like, tracer rounds would be cool. But this is a nice... What? Dude, what? It does. It reminds me of The Division. Dude, I think it would be cool if you took the UI down here and you made it a surface GUI that was on, or a billboard GUI that was by the character, so it was like The Division. That would be sick. Take this morph. What morph? Bro, what? Big Mac Team 6. Big Mac Team 6 going out. Nah, this is sick, dude. You're onto something special, and I'm excited to see the rest of what you do. The next thing I want to see more is just more SCPs, since that is kind of the core of the game. All right, let's talk about object-oriented programming. Let's see how long we can go without getting distracted. So there's functional and there's object-oriented programming. To put it pretty plainly, object-oriented is where a lot of the components of your game are set as legitimate, like, objects, like instances of each other. Functional is like scripts interacting with each other just by calling methods to each other. So let me explain with an example. How to make animation attack with classic sword by using Moon Animator. So what you'd want to do is you'd create the animation in Moon. You'd export that as an animation track. And then basically you have to learn how to use the animation controller in the humanoid to load the animation track and play it when they attack. What's my favorite game? I don't really play Roblox games all that much. But if I had to say, I mean, OG Phantom Forces, right? All right, back to object-oriented programming. What do you mean that saves kit? I'm still a little confused on that wording. Guys, we are 7 subscribers from 3,700 subs. Okay. So. Yo, thank you, Loki. I appreciate it. All right, so let's say I wanted to make I can't even think of a good example right now. All right. What, Loki? Yo, Falco, thank you for the subscription, dude. I appreciate it. Let's say we have animal. Right? Let's say we have an animal, and the animal has a couple of functions. It has animal, or it has, let's think. move. It has sleep, wake, and die. Okay. I do remember that, J. Cool. The overpriced eggs. All right, so let's say we have that, right? Let's take this and let's put it here. Now, what if we wanted to have yo, Atlantis, thank you for the $1 dono again, dude. You know, C#, C++, Lua, Luau, Python. Dude, Atlantis, at that point, it basically comes as just use the language you need to learn for the specific project. You donate, it's not working. I don't see, there's no donation on the recent events. Just make sure it went through. What's up, Popcat? Okay, so we have our animal, right? Let's say we want to have cat, right? And we also want to have animal dog. Right? Let's say those are two versions of animal we want. Now, a cat and a dog all move, sleep, wake, and die. Am I correct about that? Yes, I am. Now, we want to give cat the meow command and dog the bark command. Now, the reason object-oriented is useful is that if I wanted to have this set up, what I can do is using object-oriented programming, cat and dog can inherit all of the code of this animal. So by default, they have all of this, and you don't even have to look. It's not even there in the code because it automatically inherits it. And then they get to add to that with bark or meow. So let me give you a in-depth example here. Let's see. Trying to think, where did I use inheritance in here? I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm not sure I did. Okay. So far, does that make sense? How you can use objects and object-oriented programming to inherit all of the code of one object and take it to the other. The next use, and arguably the most important reason you're actually using this, is reusability. So let's go into an example. Nope. Oh wait, I didn't use. Let me pull up a different game. Making a Minesweeper game in Roblox. I can't figure out how to have a tile. Yes. Subclasses and superclasses are two really important keywords to remember. You're making a new Roblox game scripted. Dude, that's awesome, Aaron. Keep up the good work, dude. You're currently making a Minesweeper. You can't figure out how to make a tile, see how many mines it's touching. Thank you. I love your videos. They help a lot. All right, Yes, we'll get that out this week or next week, Keeb. Let's think about this real quick, Brayden, right? Let's make a super short grid. We have, actually, no, let's play around a Minesweeper to show you how you would approach this. Give me a sec here. So, okay, first I gotta, I didn't mean to click that. Just give me one sec. Just give me a sec. It's almost done. Okay, so here's where we're at, right? Let's say you're in a game of Minesweeper. By the way, at one point in my life, I was 70th in the world in Minesweeper. I'm just saying that's why. Okay, so let's visualize this board, Brayden. Okay, visualize it as a coordinate plane, right? So let's see. Can I do this? Hold on. Okay, so let's say we have, right, we have a bomb here, and we know that. Dude, that's not going to work. We have a bomb here. And let's think of this as a coordinate grid. So let's imagine that this is 0, 0. This is 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. This is 4, 1. This is 3, 1. Okay, so let's think about it this way, right? How do I want to check how many bombs are in this tile? The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to look through the surrounding tiles. So the way you can think about that is to get the position of the surrounding tiles, I can just do a series of equations to get the value. So if I'm at 4, 1, right? I can do, let's say I have x, y. To get the surrounding nodes, I can do x plus 1, y. I can do x minus 1, y. I can do x, y plus 1. And then I can do x, y minus 1. Then I can do x plus 1, x or y plus 1. I can do x plus 1, y minus 1. I can do x minus 1, y plus 1. And x minus 1, y minus 1. So that's the 9. No, wait, I'm missing one. No, I'm not. It's 8. Okay. So think about it that way, Braden, is these are the values of the surrounding ones. So I can check by, so if I was at like 4, 1, right? I could find them by using this math to reference the nodes that are surrounding. Then if they have a bomb, let's say a bomb means that the value of these nodes is equal to true. I can loop through these values, and for every one that's true, I can take a local bomb count, and every time I see that one is true, I can do bomb count plus 1, and then return that final bomb count and send that to the visual of XY. I feel like that's really confusing, but imagine it as a coordinate plane, and imagine you getting the surrounding values by referencing using this math right here. This is the math that will get you all of the surrounding nodes, and then however method you use to track. So personally, the way I would do this is I would have a dictionary, right? I would have an object called board. So I would do board.new, and this would have board.coordinate. Then I would do board.get tile based on an XY coordinate. And I would plug these values in to my get tile method. And then each time I could do, each tile class would have tile.hasBomb, which is either true or false. What's up, Law? Roblox is adding a camera feature. We added tons of tutorials about it. Let's check how our subs are at. Guys, we're 2 subscribers away from 3,700. That's awesome. Okay. So, anyways, let's look at an example. Okay, so this is a game where a player owns a hotel, right? Okay. This is a game where a player owns a hotel. Every player is going to get their own hotel. So the easiest way to make that code is to use object-oriented programming, because you can create a new hotel for every player. And when you create a new class like this, it contains all of this data internally by using self. So every player gets their own hotel, and it has all of this data that you can reference for just that player's hotel, which makes it reusable and easy to replicate, right? What it also does is it supports you to containerize everything. I have this all set up so that my hotel contains everything, including the physical, like, floors and stuff of the hotel. The reason I do that is when I do hotel destroy, when I destroy the class, it destroys all of the data and it destroys all of the physical objects. So it's super easy code because everything is containerized and I can call all of these methods and reference internally everything about this class and just have it assigned to the player. When I have to like improvise explanations, they're not always the best. So ask me any more specific questions that you might have. What's the name of your game, Popcat? I'll see if I can find it. But I hope that that is somewhat of a useful example. We're going to be doing a full object-oriented tutorial very soon. We have so many tutorials in the works that it's crazy, you know? Yeah, dude, I gotta know what the name of the game is to test it out, because I don't think it lets you send links in here. To give you, let's see. Let me look at my old game, Mining Mayhem. Let's give you an example of a useful version is, this is a timer, right? I created this timer to be able to run code. Is to be able to run code based on a timer without, you know, yielding my code. And also, it just gives me some solid functionality. So, basically, right, I can create infinitely many timers because of this .new method, which makes it a lot easier than, let's say I had like, let's say I went functional, right? And I did like timer service, start timer, and it was like that. What happens when I want to set 2 timers? It gets a little confusing. Instead, I create each timer separately, and it's contained 100% within itself, which makes it super easy to use, because I can also destroy it and clear everything related to that timer with a single line of code, which, you know, it's amazing. So I use this all throughout my game. So I do timer.new. See all these instances where I create these timers, right? I'm able to create all of them at different points without having to worry, because they're all their own classes and I'm creating objects of that class. Excuse me. How to create draggable UI objects. I did it once, like 3 years ago, and I forget what I even had to do. Let's figure this out. Let's take a frame. Let's do a local script. And we're gonna do, okay. We're gonna do script.parent.mouse down, wait, mouse, what is it? Hold on. Yeah, but I don't think that, I don't know if the toggable, do I have to use a button? I thought you could do mouse down. What's up, Tango? How's it going, dude? All right, if that doesn't work, then we'll do it with a button to make it easier. Let's say we have a button here, right? And we want to make it draggable. The way I think I would approach this. Yeah, Loki, we're not doing that. I would do script.parent.mouse down connect function. And I would do, without maids or anything, I would do local connection, and then I would do connection equals, and then I would do script.parent.mouse button 1 up connect function connection disconnect connection equals nil return. I don't even need that. Right now we're making draggable UI. So I've never done this before. I've tried it once, I think, and we're just gonna go over how to do it. You're new to the channel? What's up, TZ? I'm answering any of your scripting questions during the stream. Both points are vector 2 or UDI or UDIM 2. Let me think. How would you do that? First of all, have we hit 3,007? Oh my god, I just opened up Premiere Pro, dude. Guys, we're still 2 subscribers away. 2 subscribers. So I was just checking. Let me Alright. Okay. So during this, what I would do, let's see. Thanks for the sub, TZ. We can't change absolute position. I'll teach you XY, but dude, you're not learning anything about Z. Yeah, so Jay, the reason you can do this is, well, okay, do you mean like you can set a variable to a function? The reason I can do that is this isn't actually a function. What this returns is the connection, is the signal. This is an anonymous function that's within the connect. And then I can set the return value of that signal to that connection. So I can disconnect it, meaning that it'll only happen on the first time. Awesome, Fel. Let me know any more questions. Bro, Loki. Guys, we're 1 subscriber away from 3,700. Okay, so what I would do, I mean, I guess this wouldn't even be what I would do. Okay, hold on. Let me just grab something. Are you? Hey, 3,700 subs. Thank you, Popcat. Dude, let me know your game name or join the Discord. If you join the Discord, you can link it there and I can try it out. All right, let's push for 3,800, guys. Nah, 3,710 is the next. Okay, I want move. Shout out Beetroot. What's up, baby Callie? What's up, Pizza? Will, of course I remember you, dude. Let's say connection equals. Actually, let's do this. What's my keyboard? Yeah, La, but I'm trying to simplify it so that the only challenge we're dealing with is the actual dragging portion. Normally, I would do a draggable object. My keyboard is the GMMK Pro with Glorious Pandas. This thing is insane. Bro, do you have a game? I have one coming out very soon. Callie, thank you for the subscription. We're getting ever so closer to that 3,710 subs. We're up at 3,702. Dude, if I open the wrong thing one more time, I'm going to be so mad. If you want to, La, yeah. What's the name going to be? You'll find out one day. I have a few games that I want to release, but for those of you who don't know, is Vector 3 is a marketing agency at its core. So most of my day, I actually don't make games. I do marketing for games on TikTok. What would you describe the third type as, Fel? Connection equals mouse.move connect function. Hey, dude, Jay, I appreciate it. I'll be streaming a few times a week. Definitely on the weekends. Event driven? You're right, yeah. But I more meant like functional and object being the difference between like using like functions are like, you know, methods. Because when I do event-driven program, I'm using object-oriented because I'm using a signal instance. So I'm using the signal class. But I get what you're saying, and I agree. I used to use event-driven. I hate it now. I do mostly... I have object-oriented that interact with each other. And at this point, in our games basically exist on the server. And the server actually... None of the objects exist on the server. As in, none of the NPCs in our game, and nothing exists on the server. It's all client-sided, and then it's just verified by the server. I don't know yet, Will. I'm trying to get this channel monetized as soon as I can, which is why we're streaming here. And I think it's, you know, more relevant to what I do on here than it might be, you know, anywhere else. It is hard, but, you know, you get better every day that you practice level. I have a beginner series coming out on this channel very soon, so make sure to subscribe. What's up, Ryder? All right, so mouse.move connect function. Let's get the, let's see. Now the mouse should have a, let's do print mouse.get. Can I get the position on the screen? What's up, Popsters? I've been scripting for 10 years on Roblox. How to make doors. Should I do a full tutorial on how to make all of doors? Hold on, let's quit this. Quit this. Let me just check something. No, Loki. No. Oh, dang. Dude, I haven't touched Unity. I don't think I could tell you. Does it only let me use hit? Can I not use, can I not get the screen position? Hey, thanks, Jakey. What's up? But if I'm, so mouse.hit won't work because let's say we're making draggable UI. So if I'm dragging it like this, that's not going to work. Because we're not getting an actual mouse hit. This is an interesting challenge. I think we'll mouse.down. That's what I was planning on doing, the delta between the frame before its position and the current frames. But if I'm not wrong, mouse.hit doesn't work if there's no instance in 3D space that I'm pointing to, right? Like, all right, let's say, hold on. If I want mouse.hit and I'm up here, it's not going to work. I don't know, Will, you have to wait and see. Can mouse.x and mouse.y work? Let's try that. Let's print mouse.x, mouse.y. Yes, it does. Okay. So now the next challenge is we have to use the delta, but the other issue is that I can't change the absolute position of the UI. I'm just gonna use mouse.x, mouse.y. Right as you said that, you're right that user input service would probably be the better route. All right, so let's do this. We need to do this. All right, we're not gonna use we're gonna use offset, not scale for this. And now I think I know what we do. So first we're gonna do local delta mouse equals let's do a delta x and a delta y. Or no, let's make it a vector 2. So let's make it a vector 2.new 0, 0. And then every time we do this, we're going to say local current position equals vector 2.new 0, 0. Guys, I don't use Roblox Studio for programming. A vector 2 is the same as a vector 3, but it's only taking in an x and a y. Atlantis, it fully depends on what you're doing. I think if you have a larger budget project, you'll usually succeed better with Unreal Engine because it's more comprehensive. But then Unity as an indie developer is, you know, pretty good. All right, so let's do delta position equals This might be inserted. Or in... Yeah, what's up, Murray? Welcome to the stream, dude. Do you use TypeScript and VS Code? I have not yet learned Roblox TS. It's on my agenda, but I'm so busy right now that I'm only focusing on the stuff that I already know. Because the game I'm working on right now is about making a game, not doing insane scripting. So we have delta position equals current position minus new position. And then let's also do... Yes. Let's also do script.parent.position equals udem2.from offset delta position.x delta position.y, and then we'll say current position equals new position. I have a feeling this is going to be inverted. Actually, it's going to... Oh, it's because I used the delta. I didn't do this. Hold on. Equals... Shoot, wait. The difference is... Actually, I don't even need to do that. I just do new position.x, new position.y. Now I have to make the release. Still not working. Mouse.move, connect. Then on mouse button up, it should disconnect. Let me think about it. Hold on. We lost a subscriber. Do I make money? No, I make money from doing marketing for games. So I make TikToks for games and brands for their Roblox games. All right, what is broken here? Connection, disconnect. I've gotten 20 million views on TikTok this year. Connection, disconnect. Connection equals nil. This is why I would use them. So normally in this case, I would use a made, and that would make it a lot easier, but... Connection equals mouse.move, connect. Dude, if you want, you can go to our website, vector3.dev, and then you can book a call about it. Well, that's what it is here. Oh, you know what? Could it be... Let's try this. Let's try that. How many likes do we have? Oh, we got 28 likes. Jeez. There we go. All right. So the only other adjustment I would say to make is see how it adjusts the corner. So all we would do is to make that a bit cleaner. Let's set an anchor point of 0.5. Yeah, so at its core, this is how you make draggable UI. Law, if you're still here, I guess we answered your question. That was a fun little challenge, right? So, to give you an idea of how I would make this a class, right? Let's make a class out of this. I don't know, Kel, I don't know if you asked about get mouse is deprecated? Oh, now is it? No, it's not deprecated. You can use, yeah. But I don't think mouse itself is actually deprecated. I would say it's no longer popular from like a style standpoint. Big, it doesn't show your links for me, unfortunately. All right, let's make a class out of that. So let's say we got to make a module script. Why did I... All right, so we're gonna say module. We're gonna say local draggable button equals return draggable button. Let's say draggable button dot underscore index equals. Hold on, I always forget the syntax in the beginning. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, I did. All right. Local equals draggable button. Why is it so zoomed in? I started when I was 9 beetroot. You can do it. Fuck, what? It just means they're not like recommended and that they'll likely be, there's a new, more like better way to do it that won't have edge cases. Heck yeah, Mers. Pays, you just add a UI that says, what is your IP? Zach, so this is called this is like a, all right. This is a meta method. And I'm not super familiar with the exact why of this, but it's so when we reference a method of draggable button, if it doesn't it'll find it by using the meta table we're about to create. So let's say function draggable button dot new. What do you mean by where? Let's say local self equals set meta table. All right, so we're going to turn what we just had into a, so we'll say, let's just do self.player equals game.player as a local player. I learned just by watching a bunch of videos. My friend and I used to watch like Roblox tutorials together, and that was just, you know, we did that. Once we had done enough, we made our own game together, and that's how we kept learning. Yeah, okay, TD. Thank you for that. The wait for child function will basically yield your code until the thing it's looking for exists. So let's say, right, let's say before my game even exists, I do wait for child part. If in the moment when I reference this, the part does not exist because it didn't spawn in yet, right? It'll continuously wait until that part spawns and then give it to me. So I would say local p equals. That's how I do it. What's up, Oscar? Do I have any tips of scripting? The biggest thing is just to do stuff. Like, just do. Just keep going. Do. do. Yeah, the underscore. So, okay. Let me give you an example. If I had something with an underscore, this means to myself that I'm only going to reference it in this script. If I'm using this, then that means that I will reference it in another script. So this I would do button.name. Okay. Typically I never really do that because I use getters and setters for the most part. I think that's because of my college class when I was in college that, you know, when we were doing Java, it was like, you know, getters and setters all day. Dude, it has been. How you been? All right, let's do self._instance equals instance dot new image button. I would use wait for child in any instance where I'm unsure if the thing I want is going to exist yet. So anything that runs immediately. So if I have server code that's running immediately when the game starts, I would want to make sure stuff is there by using wait for child. Let's do function draggable button spawn. Let's do function draggable button enable. And then we'll do function draggable button disable. Now in the same spirit of the connections, right? Let's do 2 connections. Let's do self._drag or button down connection. And let's do self._ button mouse moved connection. So this will be used if we want to disable it entirely. This will be used the same way that we used it in here. Hey, I'm glad, Tiza. I hope you're enjoying the content. We do make tutorials. I'm trying to post daily tutorials right now. I believe today I'll be posting my beginner series, episode 1. It's just kind of, it is like a negligible difference. If anything, it's style, Zach. For the usual services, all right, here's the reason. So, yo, BB, thanks for the sub. Most services I can get by doing game dot, you know, replicated storage. But for more like niche things, Like if I want marketplace service, I'm going to do game get service marketplace service, and then it returns it. So if it's not been created yet, it's created. So it solves the edge case of like for some reason if workspace never existed, which you wouldn't, by the way, but in a way, I guess, yeah, Merce. I don't think they're super comparable. Can you explain scope? You need a refresh of it? Yeah. Let's do this. Actually, this is a great example. All right, Joker. See how I set the scope of connection to the outermost, like the global of the script? We'll play a round of my game, B. We'll play around of my game in a couple minutes, all right? So Joker, we have this local connection. Now what this means is that the scale of this is global across this entire script. So, actually, let me use something. Let me do local word equals hi. And then we'll say, now, okay. So I have word equals hi, right? That means it's accessible by anything. If I want to reference it, I can do print word and it prints hi. If I do word equals hello and print word here, it'll change and it will change everywhere. If I create local what equals, or local word 2 equals by, and I try to access it outside of the script, it doesn't exist because it's only stored within this function. So the way to kind of think of it is you see these arrows, right? Almost imagine those as markers of where your scope begins and ends. So anything outside of an arrow that's like created here is accessible within these arrows. Anything that is Fel, you're going to be happy when you see what I'm working on in a second. Subchains. So this is not accessible anywhere outside of the function, but it's accessible anywhere inside of the functions that are created further within the scope. So down here, I can't get word 2, but in here, I can get word 2. Does that make sense, Joker? Awesome. Let me know if you have any more questions. Why am I using the studio editor? To make it easier for other developers to watch. I use VS Code for my actual projects. Okay. Fel, you were the one asking about object-oriented. So you're seeing an example of object-oriented in action. What we want to create right now is we created this button here, right, that you can drag. So let me show you. See? Now, I want to make it so that I can create infinitely many of these in code without having to make this script in every single one of them. Yes, you can. Subscribe because I'm making a tutorial on how to do it this week. So if you're subscribed, you'll get access to that. Okay. Hold on. How many subs are we at? Guys, we're 5 subs from 3,710. Okay. So Fel, let's make it so we can create these whenever we want, rather than having to put a script in every one. Thanks, Big B. It's actually not an LED strip. It's a floodlight. How do you get up values? What do you mean by up values? I do, James. Okay. Let's finish making this this system. Do I do coding commissions? I do not have the time, unfortunately. So if I wanted to spawn this, right? Let's do self._instance. We're gonna do this, right? If game.players.player GUI find first child screen GUI, then actually we're gonna do this. If not, then we're going to do instance.new screen GUI, and we're going to put it in game.players, or we're going to do it in self._player.player GUI. Let's put this here. Okay, so this will create a screen GUI inside of it, and then, right, we're going to do self._instance dot parent equals self dot underscore player dot player GUI dot screen GUI. Just kind of a, I don't know if this is exactly how I would do it for scalability, but it's the easiest way. Yes, but for the tutorials, to keep it easier, I want to not use any like other outside libraries. Yes. Tiza, can you send me your code? Yeah. If you mean it doesn't change for another player, that's because when you change a value locally, it only affects your client, your player. You would need to do it on the full server to change it for everyone. So think of local scripts as changing the player's screen, not everyone else's. Server scripts change things for everyone else. Zach, I'm going to research that and get you an answer. Let me just finish this. Okay, so this is our spawn method, and this works, right? The next thing we want to do is enable it. So we're going to basically use this thing right here. We're going to change it up a little bit. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to say self._button down connection equals that. Then we're going to say self._mouse moved connection equals that. Then we have our delta position. We're also going to say that self._mouse equals self._player get mouse. Now we're going to use, is there multi-cursor yet? Thank God. Sver, thank you for the subscription, not follow. I'm on YouTube, not Twitch anymore. Tizo, what's your code like? Let me know the script that's trying to access it. What's up, Will? Okay, so this works. Now to disable it, we're just going to do self._button down connection, disconnect, self._mouse moved connection, disconnect, Oscar. We have that, and then finally we're going to have our function draggable button destroy, which will just do self disable and self._instance destroy. I'll take a concern. So this is a full class. No, this is only accessible within the script. Well, the keyword self is. All right, so let me show you the usage of this now. Let's say I'm in local script. Now I want to get what I just had. So I'm going to do local draggable button equals require game.starter.GUI.module script, right? That requires this, and it returns this meta table. So now I'm going to do local button equals draggable button.new. Ooh, what game is it, Oscar? Let's also put this away. So now I've created a new button, so all of this code is run, and self now exists, but it's not going to be visible. So I need to do button spawn. Now it's going to spawn and be visible to the player. However, it's not going to be functioning until I do button disable. Now if we go into our game and see that this code runs, let's see what happens. And what's going to happen is it completely breaks. Line 40. So this is nil. Oh, it's because I wrote disable, not enable. Oopsies. Mouse button 1 down is not a valid member of starter GUI. This is always the fun part of scripting, is where you just make so many stupid mistakes. Oh, it's because I still have this set to script.parent. Instead, we're going to do self._instance. Is there anything else that uses that? Are you doing int value dot value? Where's my button? Where'd my button go? Huh? Roblox Warrior, what do you do? Oh. Why? Wait, is... What? It's not even letting me change it. I don't know. Am I dumb? Why is it spawning with a size of 0.5? It's spawning with a size of 0. You should be able to soon, Will. It was visible. Just in case. Yeah, I was in the player GUI. What type of stat point system do you mean? Let's do this. Let's just have this all full screen, see what happens. Dude, oh my god, I hate that. Okay, now it works, huh? But the disconnect isn't working and I forgot to change the anchor point. So we're gonna do self_instance dot anchor. Is anchor point a vector too? Better be. Okay, we're getting to that, friendly. Yes, Andrew, the key word is that they just straight up haven't yet because it's Roblox, so. Also, it's because someone had a question, and, you know, if you need it right now, thinking about the future isn't going to help. But yeah. What do you mean by GUI script exactly, Cap? So that's a good example because now what I could do, right, is I can do it like this. Let's say I wanted to do this. This is exactly why it's nice to have object-oriented code, because see how easy it was to create all of those buttons? And then I could change their visuals with the code. All right, now this one isn't releasing. Oh, it's because it gets glitched with that. So obviously it's not perfect, but I hope this gives you an idea. Why would that happen though? I guess it's because button up never really fires on that. If that makes sense at all. Yeah, TD, that's what I would do because it's not actually. Hey, thanks for 3710. That is right because it doesn't detect. There's no actual mouse button 1 up, so I'd have to wait for the input to end, and then what I would do is it would just disable across the board for all of them. So that's the way I would do that if I, you know, if this was for production. To call an event. Well, if you have an event that you're connecting to, like it should be that. But if you're firing a method, when you use the dot, it doesn't automatically send self as a parameter. Which framework, Andrew? I want to do a Nevermore tutorial soon. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, of course. Okay. It's possible to animate a part. I believe so, yeah. You'd have to set up like an animation controller. Yeah, I'll do a Nevermore tutorial. I use Nevermore. I mean, it's so simple. Like, it really just comes down to this and this. I guess the biggest issue, I would say the biggest hurdle between you and using Nevermore is the installation process, at least on my end, is so confusing that I just duplicate my game files. What's up, Leon? How's it going, dude? But that's like my biggest problem is I can't, for the love of God, figure out how to install it properly. So that I can see that being a useful tutorial. I straight up duplicate my entire GitHub repo for a game, and then I remove everything. How long is it? You learn infinitely, but I would say, Stro, with a couple of months of really putting the time in, you could be making some pretty cool stuff. Thanks, Fel. I feel like I'm not the best explainer, so I used to make tutorials. I made tutorials on... Chat, we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time. This is a tutorial that I made when I was younger. Hold on. Let me find it. Hey, that's my tutorial. Chat, by the way, if you haven't watched the daily tutorial, the daily reward channel yet, then what are you doing? How to make... What's up, Beef? How to make a code door Roblox. I need to find my old tutorial to roast it. No way. Oh, here I am. All right, so this was a YouTube channel I used to run, guys, called Code for Fun. So 4 years ago, I made this tutorial. And what do you mean by UTG, Cap? Just look how bad the code is in this and see how bad I'm explaining it. I know, Cuba.
In today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to make...
Listen to my voice. I've been scripting for 10, friendly. Unlimited trolling doing. That would be a funny video. Bro, this is the craziest edit of all time. How did he do that, guys? Oh no, I just...
In today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to make a door that will only open if you know a...
Let me show you guys the code I was writing here. Guys, do you want to see how many times I use script.parent in this? Just get ready. I use script.parent. Hold on. Look at that. Line 1, script.parent.parent.parent. And I was making tutorials at this age when I was still using script.parent.parent.parent. Oh. Guys, look, our analytics have been crazy on this channel. We've done 120k views this month. It uses Lua and Luau, actually. Do I make money off Roblox? I do, but not through making games. I do marketing for games. So Vector 3 is a marketing agency that I run full time. This is a side project that I like to do. How would I do it? It's a structural issue, so you should never have an issue that requires that. You should think top down. So what I would do nowadays is I would have code that creates the UI and stores everything from a top down perspective rather than this bottom up of having to reference everything within the UI. Zara, the best structure for a Roblox game is the one that works for you. But to give you what I like is I like to do injection points. So I like to do a main server script that runs all of my modules. So everything is built on modules. And what's it called? What that allows me to do is I can control when things load, and I can create these services that have very specific roles, which makes it super easy to update code, read code, and write code. Yeah, so it's a top-down, it's a structural issue that That's why, that's where the problem comes in, is there's never a reason where your code should be written in a way that does that. I'm going to check on the analytics for these tutorials, how these videos are doing. All right, they're getting decent views. Average watch time is pretty good. I love the camera quality. This video's, holding in. Yes, this whole live stream will stay available, guys. How could you make an admin script? Cap, you can learn the concepts of how to do an admin script by actually watching one of my new tutorials. We make a ban system that uses chat. So I'm going to send that in here. And I think if you follow that, you'll understand the basic principles. And then you can come back and ask me questions about maybe how to apply that further. Alvin Blocks is super chill. Him and I have talked a good amount. Nothing against him. I think he's sick. I used a lot of his tutorials when I was growing up. And it was always inspirational because he was around my age. So he's a cool dude. I got you, Cap. But let me know if that tutorial helps you out. It's pretty standard. I have a script. Okay, funny story. I live streamed when I was in 4th grade. Alvin Blocks used to watch my streams. I found a screenshot on my old Dell desktop computer. He used to come onto my Roblox streams because I used to do game dev streams on Twitch. Swear to God. And he came in and we would talk because it was before he was doing anything, I think. So we would just I would be like this little squeaker streaming. And because I've been streaming on one channel or another my entire life. So. Dude, this data is crazy. The average percentage viewed of my most recent video is 180%. Thank you, Friendly. I am really proud of that. I got to learn how to replicate that success. What's it called? I made this in my dorm room too, which I was surprised with. But it's really cool. It is listed as an official tutorial of Profile Service now. If you go to the dev forum and you go to Profile Service, is this it? Yeah. See? Look at that. We got 378 views from this. He linked us as an official tutorial, which was so cool. Guys, I made this old thing called damage indicators as a fun little side project. Turns out it has 1.8 clicks and it has been downloaded 2,000 times. Actually, you do. Yeah, I think you do. What do you mean by, just like a basic, be quiet, Tango. Do you mean like a basic, I don't even know if it works anymore. Let's actually try this out and figure out if it works or not. Like normal data store. Dude, Andrew, imagine do you remember data persistence? All right, let's see what we got here. I bought a book on Roblox development when I was a kid, and it was... All right, wait. Oh, look at that, dude. I wrote whole documentation for this. What? What? This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Bring me the ocean. Do you like rugby? All right, let's see. Yeah, I never download models into my main game. Hubert. All right, let's read what this code was like. So this was damage indication.new. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see what you said, Hubert. Here's how I would tween the position of a model. I hope you're watching. So I'd create a model. I would take 2 parts inside of this model, let's say, put them here. They're here. Let's anchor both of them. What you want to do, now there's a chance this doesn't work, but I'm assuming logically, I would set the primary part. No, this wouldn't work, actually. but I would just do... Hold on, let me test this. I don't think there's anything wrong. I think people get way too focused on efficiency. If there's a true reason you're going to need it, then use it. But like, what is your use case for it? I don't think this works. I highly doubt this works. To make a pet follow the player, I would connect to run service dot stepped or dot render stepped. Vector 3 expected, got number. Oopsies. Yeah, you'd have to weld. Because I'm tweening the primary part right now, but I'm assuming it's just going to move the primary part. Yeah. You'd weld it. The usual best practice in that case, though, would be to use, like, what I would do realistically. What I would do realistically is I would tween a value or use a spring, and then on render stepped, I would use set primary part C frame with the updated value. That's the realistic way I'd go about it. If I was putting something into production, I would likely do that. I'm either going to do a beginner's guide today, or I don't know if you guys have anything else. I'm doing just quick tutorials today. Over the weekend, I'm going to make a long tutorial. I'm planning on doing during the week a few short tutorials, and then long tutorials, kind of in the in the weekends. Try to make a game with one line of code. All right. Okay, let's do this. How would you make projectiles? I would say what I would do is I would create. So, okay, if let's say like function create projectile, I would do like local part equals instance dot new part dot can collide equals false, and then I would put a body velocity. What did they get rid of body velocity? What? Wait, what do you use now? It's, oh, all right, then I would do linear velocity. And then I would set the values of that to, like, let's say I was doing clicking, right? It would be like linear velocity. Okay. I haven't done any velocity type stuff in a while, but I would add that. And then if I was doing like, it'd be a pain. If I wanted to make it so it was where you clicked, I would have to run this on the client. And then if it hit somebody on the server, I would compare the two positions with arraycast and see what happens. It's kind of a pain, but make a part with linear velocity. All right, let's make a game with one line of code. Let's see. No, I don't. I just used this though, so I never really paid attention. And then I started getting comments recently where people are making fun of it. All right, let's see. Let's do, what should the game be? Wait. Then, all right, so we end that. We end that, and we need to end that. Then, okay. Then I would do, actually I would start here and I would do local leader stats equals instance dot new leader stat folder leader stats dot name equals leader stats function inject player, do local leader stats, and local speed equals instance dot new int value speed dot name equals speed dot value equals, or no, speed dot parent equals leader stats. I'll send it shortly. Then I would do if player find first child leader stats, then return end, and then I would go over here and I would do inject player, and then I would do player dot leader stats dot humanoid, or no, dot speed dot value equals player dot character dot humanoid dot walk speed, and then the final thing I would do is game.players.player added connect function player and boop player.character added connect function char for underscore x in char get children do if char is a base part, is it? Then char dot touched connect function hit if hit dot parent find first child humanoid, then hit dot parent dot humanoid dot health equals 0 end. All right. So this is gonna be so confusing. Where my end is messed up somewhere. All right. So the first one is this: the if. Then it's the connect. Then we need an end. And then we need one more end. Dude, I just can't figure out where the ends need to go. I have this game made. You gain 1 speed every second, and if you touch someone, you both die and your speed resets. If I can figure out the ends here, then we're a-okay. All right, so we have the player added, which ends with the hit function. So this is wrapped in an if. So that's 1. That's the touch. That's good. This is related to that if. This is related to that for. And this, all right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Someone told me that I need to make a game with 1 line. end. Four. So I need. All right. Let's do this. Ah, yes. Okay. So we have. Uh-huh. Alright, we need one end. Two ends. Three ends. We have the three ends. We have three ends. We're missing an end somewhere. Can I just add another end, please? No. No. Oh, you know what? No. And then we have the while loop for 1, 2, 3. It's to close a function. There's a function somewhere that's not closed. That's closed though. Dude, I don't... What's up, Proxy? I'm so lost. I'm so lost, guys. We need to make this game work, but this is wrong. It's trying to close a function. And I'm not going to cheat and expand it to solve it. No, I can't. I can't. Thank you, Tiza. I have to be true to the challenge. Alright, one. Oh! I got it. I got it. No, I didn't. Wait, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got it. 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 Hold on. Yeah, I should make a tutorial called How to Script with One Line Only. I got it. Hold on. All right. Oh my God! It has a capital S. It has a capital S, chat. How do we ban this guy? Shoot, I'm not a mod. Oh wait, yes I am a mod. Boom. I don't. Did that work? Is he banned? How should you start learning a script? You just gotta start. Literally, I'm telling you, just look up how to script on Roblox and watch the first video, and then just go from there. People overcomplicate it. With that said, if you have any questions, ask me. We're releasing our own tutorials soon to get started, so. I forgot to do this. You don't have to remember the word zone. It's okay to keep looking stuff up. Guys, our game works. Our game works. Just keep practicing and make little projects. Now, if I reset, I should lose my speed. So the goal of the game is to have the highest speed in the server. All right, we're going to play, chat. Yo, Frox, thanks for the $1 donation. Let's see what you said. W Twitter poster, W YouTuber, W track runner, just overall W guy. You deserve everything. Keep up the good work, dude. That's the kindest thing I've heard in the past like month. I appreciate it. Means a lot, seriously. I'm happy to be streaming again. I missed interacting with the community because, you know, I run the company, but it gets so, you know, it's a very stressful experience. So it's nice to come here and relax with you guys. So I appreciate you all being here. And Froxy, it means a lot. Appreciate it. All right, chat. I'm going to send over the link here. Dude, I just want to... Oh, my God. All right. However, DevX... Yeah, I DevX usually once a month. Hey, Fel, if you get in, you get in. That's all I'm saying. All right, so if you touch someone, you both die. Never mind, you don't. Oh, no. No! It doesn't work! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a sec, guys. We'll be able to play shortly. Chat, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you want to be a real G chat, watch our videos a lot because we're getting monetized soon and then I can afford to... Then I'm going to start paying people to make tutorials of other types for this channel. No. Oh boy, debugging is a pain. Hold on. Sure, because we want to have building tutorials and like graphic tutorials, and I can't do that super well, so I want to bring in other people to the channel. Oh, that's why it's X. Guys, I'm restarting it. No, no, shut down. Oh my God. All right, join now. So now you can kill other players by walking into them. No! Oh God, we gotta fix the spawns. Get away from me! Get away! No, Tango has one more speed. Big B is the fastest right now. Whoa! As I said that, someone called the fastest just joined. Bro. This is awful. Hey, this is pretty cool for a one-line game. I should have a global leaderboard for whoever makes it the highest. Stop! No, Tango's overpowered. See, the problem is if you kill someone... Chat, should we make it so that if you have a lower speed than somebody, they kill you? So that, like, it's kind of like worm... Oh my God. Chat, I'll be back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm back. I gotta stay hydrated today, guys. I got a 7-mile run to go on after the stream, and if I'm dehydrated, I'm gonna die. Bro, if this guy keeps killing me, whew. What can I do to make it so that both players don't die? What should the like system be? Oh God. Can I make an anti-cheat for you to make an anti-cheat disabler for? I've never used an aligned position. Let me experiment with it. That was fun though, guys. We'll continuously work on that game. All right, let me, I need to reduce how many tabs I have. All right, I just closed them all. Galaxy, I'm going to answer your question in 1 minute. Otter, mainly they know how to like use like module scripts effectively and how to like structure their code rather than like just know. It's not about like who knows the most words of scripting. It's who knows how to effectively create something with like the most simple solution. The better at programming you get, the simpler and more, and the less code you'll write and the simpler it'll be. I would say there's a bell curve. When you start out, you're writing simple code. When you get in the middle, you tend to overcomplicate your solutions. And when you're, you know, super skilled, you find elegant and simple solutions. Galaxy, I'm helping you right now, but if you keep spamming, I'm not. Zoom in, bud. My dog is barking. I don't know why, though. No one's home. All right. Yeah, don't even think about it like that, though. Just, you know, just make projects, have fun. All right, let's see how align position works. I've never used it before, but I shall solve it for you. Guys, we're 5 subscribers away from 3,720. By next week, we're 4 away. By next week, guys, we want to be at 4,000. Thank you, Hubert. No, wait, align. Wait, what is it called? Align position. I got some seltzer water. Oh, I remember align position. I got you, Galaxy. I've never used it, but I'll teach it to myself real quick. All right, let's say I have 2 parts. And I'm guessing this has an attachment 0. Oh, I need to add an attachment. Mr. Toast, I do not have the time, unfortunately. Okay. So I'm guessing what had to happen there for this to work more effectively was if this is can collide false and I run this. Can I make a music board? That'd be pretty cool. A professional can provide like simple solutions to the problems because there's always a simple solution to a problem. And their code is readable and easy to manage. Okay. So, Galaxy, you said you wanted it to tornado, right? What I think I would do to make a tornado... Here's my thought process on how I'd make a tornado. And to show you what I mean by this. Now, Galaxy, I want you to know that this is not going to be the highest quality solution for it, but it's going to show you how to use align position. So here's what I would do. I would set up a while true do loop, right? I would set up a while true do loop, and I would say, hold on. Now again, this is not going to be a best practice solution. Miska, once you've learned like the basics, just make a tiny game. Like make small projects and slowly make them more and more advanced. So what I'm gonna do is while true do, I'm gonna do for underscore part. I'm gonna do let's see. I would create, okay. What is the new region 3 they added? It's not, they don't use this anymore, right? It's for an intermediate scripter. Try and recreate murder mystery. The challenges there for you are going to mostly be in managing a round system and the garbage collection that comes with that. I want you to make it so that, okay, yeah, Galaxy, I'll do that. I want you to make it like that. And the challenge is going to be the gun system. That'll probably be one of the hardest parts, because you'll learn a little bit about the anti-cheat required. Okay, so if something touches it, if it touches a part, then let's do script.parent.touched connect function. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to do for underscore, no, hit. I'll do if not, or no, I'll do local attachment equals instance dot new attachment. And I'll do local attachment 1 instance dot new attachment. And then I'm going to do attachment 0 dot parent equals script dot parent, and I'm going to do attachment 1 dot parent equals hit. Next up, I'm going to do local align position equals instance dot new align position. Then I'm going to do align position dot parent equals script dot parent, and then I'm going to do align position dot what is it? Attachment 0. Attachment 0 equals attachment 0, and align position dot attachment 1 equals attachment 1. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not the best with physics-based programming, but my theory is that if I touch it, well, it's going to pull the base plate up to it first. But now if I come over to this part and I touch it, I should not be able to get away. So it's not, oh, yes it is. Okay, so see how it pulls me in there? I would also, to make it like work better, I would do hit dot and I would just do if hit get attribute. This would prevent it from firing multiple times. That's a guard clause right there. Do I have a game? I have a few and one on the way. And then if I wanted to do it while they're in the tornado, I would just, during this case, I think I would just start a loop. Now, let's do this by saying, let's make didn't the part go to, it might have, in which case it just means I need to reverse it. So that would just mean attachment 0 and attachment 1's parent needs to change. How does he, yes, X. Actually, watch this. It is under, all right, X, go to player. And then you're going to go to, wait. No, it's, where is it? Hold on. I just forget where it is. Oh, you know, it's in no. It should just be on the player. I'll find it in a second. All right, Galaxy. Here I should be pulled in and take damage. Okay. So, okay, the reason it was a little broken there was it was touching every part, so I was taking a ton of damage. But does this make sense to you, Galaxy? Like how at least how you'd use the align position part? Yeah, that's a good point, Sal. And the challenge, the feeling of like completing a challenge in programming is so nice. Why does every scripter who is someone advanced use module scripts or OOP? Let's talk about that. I went over this earlier in the stream, and I'm gonna use the same example that we actually. Yeah, so you'd want to, basically that's all you got to do, Galaxy. And that's why I created this in tornado attribute, but I set it to the part, not the model. So that's the only change I would make. Okay, I'm going to show you an example, Urus, of, I got to find it. Hold on. All right, let me show you an example of the use case of object-oriented programming first. Yeah, just keep asking questions, and when it's kind of like almost like your turn, I'll get to it. You guys can donate for me to prioritize the question. Not required, though. Also be streaming multiple times. Shoot. Did I delete the file? Chat, how do I see my autosaves? Let's see. Oh, no, my autosaves folder was not going. Oh, no, did I actually lose that code? Dang it. Guys, we're 3 subscribers away from 3,720. Ah, shoot. I do program. Okay. The reason we use object-oriented programming, URIS, is it lets you, if you need to, so one of the things you learn as you progress in scripting is that most of your scripts should not be inside of parts or directly tied to them. Instead, it should be a top-down approach where the script controls the parts and all the parts and stuff are a reflection of the script. So you can handle and manage everything about something within a script. It's also reusable. So if I'm making a UI button, right, as we did before, we wanted to make a button that was draggable. So what we did was we made a class in object-oriented programming called draggable button that I could do draggable button.new and it would automatically create it for me. I could customize it however I want, but the nice thing about it was always click and drag. And that was because of the object-oriented part, making that super easy. The reason people use module scripts is you can control when everything loads and you can reuse code. So like a system, for example, like where I want to give someone money, right? Any script can access my module that is like a player data handler and give someone money. And it's the easiest way to do it rather than having to copy a function and put it into another script. You can make a bunch of module scripts that serve one very specific function, a very specific function, and it can be accessed by any surrounding script to do its job for them. Not really will, eventually it might. Froxy, every game I make has one script that is not a module. One, and it just loads all of my modules. Tiza, just keep making videos. That's the first advice. If you haven't made less than 25 videos, then make 25 videos first. So attributes, Galaxy, let you set data to a physical part. So let's say I have Which short, Miska? Let's say I have this part, right? And I want to count how many times it's touched. I could store it in a script, or I could have an attribute that's... is there not integer? Okay. Then I could just do a touched count, and I can set this number up to access it by just grabbing it from this part rather than storing it in a script. It lets you make types of properties like these that are custom. Oh, you got stuck on the GUI part? What part of it would you say you got stuck on the most? Yes, Big Booty Judy. Let me show you an example. We have tutorials coming out, Urus, so make sure you're subscribed. We're dropping a full object-oriented tutorial, and on my YouTube channel, there is a module script tutorial right now that you can watch. It depends on everyone. I don't know what you'd call it professionally. I'd say like after like a couple months, you could start getting some money. Oh, this isn't the version with the inventory. Dang it. Thank you, Galaxy. All right. Who asked about the inventory? All right. Big Booty Judy. Here's my inventory, right? Oh, I guess I used a service. This was because it's from a long time ago. Well, that's not a good example. Thank you, Tiza. I would store them in server storage. How do you set an attribute from a script? You do this. Let's say local part is game.workspace.part. I can then do part set attribute touched count to 0. And then to get it, I can do print part get attribute touched count, and then it'll return it. Is there a part increment attribute? I don't think so. But that's how that works. You can do strings, numbers, utms, positions, vector 3s, colors. It's going great, S. I got you, Galaxy. What was that? What was the question that someone asked me right before that I was talking about? Oh, an inventory. I didn't use it here. But yeah, because, all right. No, I did for the front. No, I didn't. Okay, yes, I did. Who asked me? All right, Big Booty Judy. I didn't. What? Oh, I did differently. But if I was recoding this, so this is from 2 years ago. Oh, it's completely normal. Yeah. You just got to push through it though. Usually if I don't understand something, I go outside for an hour and I just come back refreshed. And when you do that, you actually approach it with a new line of thinking and it usually helps you solve it. So if I was redoing this, I would make every tile of my inventory a button or a class that I can create a new version of and put all of the data in, like here. Like roles in my game for this was a murder mystery game, but all of my roles were classes, because what I could do is this was the murderer class. This was all it took for the murderer to function in my game, because it just inherited everything from this. And then the knife was a class of its own that just automatically with knife.new functioned perfectly. To understand and practice better, literally just try and make a game. Like think of a little game you could make, take like a game you like and make a simple version of it. There will be gaps of your knowledge that you need to fill. Yes, so classes are modules. Classes are contained in a module, and they're meta tables within that. So the standard, a standard class looks like this. It has a .new method that creates it, the new version of it, and then self. So in another script, I would do baseObject.new, and then to access it, I would do baseObject. Let's say I had something like self.name. Then to access it, I would do let's say I did local new object equals base object. Now I do this in another script, by the way. Then I could print new object dot name. Then I could do, this is a function of a method of the class. I could do new object destroy to call this method on it, and it cleans it up. This is Visual Studio Code. I'll have a tutorial on how to download and use it for Roblox soon. It is if you want to be. I don't do any math for my programming because I'm a back-end programmer who focuses on like the structure of the game and the data, and I don't need it. But if you're good at it and you're interested in it, then you can delve really deep and specialize in it. By the way, guys, we're 3 subscribers from 3,720. All we need is 3 more. If you haven't subscribed, click that right now. Because, I mean, tell me this has not been an incredibly valuable stream for you guys. I would say both, Miska. Just watching tutorials to get started and then looking up things as you go. It takes time. If you're new to scripting, don't really think about it yet. Focus on the basics. I wish I could show you that. I had this whole example of this draggable UI I made. And, all right, we're 2 subscribers away now, guys. I'm going to see if I can find it. Because I made an example of exactly how to do it. What is my dog barking about? I found it, yes. All right, big booty. I wanted to create a draggable button, right? This is a UI button that I can click and drag around the screen. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how it functions. Now, I wanted to make it so I can make these buttons always without having to put this code inside of it and plan it beforehand. So it has a .new method, which sets all of the data up. It has a spawn method, which puts it in the player's game, an enable method, which makes it draggable, and this disable method, which makes it not draggable, and the destroy method, which destroys the instance. The instance is the actual button. It creates a new version. The beautiful thing about this is I can create infinite. So what I did here was I created a new button, I spawned it, and I enabled it. I called this 5 times, and if you look at my screen, then I could do it 5 times. See that? That's because of that code I ran. I'll be right back, guys. I think someone's here. You can't manually change their position. In the case of a module that extends the functionality of your character to. If I had a class for that, then you think of a game that you want to make and you make it. You'll naturally have to look up new things to make the next thing, to like make it. And that's how you learn. Project-based learning is king once you have the basics down. So Zara, what I would do to get a character is if I had like let's just say I had like, I don't know, like player. No, Fel. It's as long as you don't use free modules, it's easy. Let's say I called this character container .new or something for a player, right? What I would do is I would just do something like self.character equals player.character or player.character added wait. And then I would have this enable thing that I would call after I create it. And then what I would do is I would do self.player. So I'd have self.player here. I'd do self.player dot character added connect function self.character equals char. So what this would do is it would automatically override the character to always be the most recent version when the player's added. If that's what you mean, I think that's what I would do, Roblox game crafters. What type of services are you confused on? I like it because it looks better. I can edit offline, and I use GitHub to manage my games development when I work with a team, and that's probably the biggest reason. I do have to end the stream in a sec because I got work to do. Hey, thank you guys for 3,720 subscribers. We've gained 66 subs today. UIs. Well, what do you mean by a service for that, though? I wonder if you have the terminology mixed up. Oh, okay. User input service. So to get a service, right, you would do... Dude, I want to hit 10K so fast. That's a good question, Froxy. I would say... My dream game is this game called Prisma Arena. I've always wanted to make. And my thought process was it's an arena shooter where... There were like 300 items in the way of you customize your character to a point where not only do you just have like different weapons and stuff, but you put like you like select the abilities you want, and abilities naturally like sync together. So like I could have one ability where I like I don't know, I have this idea where it's like this one ability where you like can like I don't know, use water and throw like water on someone, then another ability that uses lightning to shock the water and shock like a game where like you select abilities and build a loadout that like works together. What's what's M1? Yeah, so Galaxy, to learn about a service, you just literally go to like user input service Roblox, and then to figure out what you need to do with it, you look at the documentation to see what methods it events as. Oh, okay. I would have something called like function, like animation controller, right? Or like attack anim controller. Now also, don't force it. You don't have to force object oriented for everything. It shouldn't be used for everything. But if you were to do it, I would do it something like this. Thanks, Galaxy. What I would do is I would do self.attack counter, and I would start at 1. And I would have self.attack animations, and I would have like anim1, anim2, anim3, anim4, anim5. My thought process is that when someone attacks, I call this attack method, right? To get it, I do self.attack animations, and I do self.attack counter. I say that this is the animation I'm using. And then I do anim play. And then I do self.attack counter equals self.attack counter plus 1 is greater than 5 and 1, or self.attack counter plus 1. This is called a ternary operator. So if the number exceeds 5 here, since there's 5 animations, it'll go back down to 1. It's just an easier way to present this. So this is how I'd cycle through 5 animations if I had a system set up for tracking. It doesn't need to be object oriented, but this is like what my mind immediately goes to if I'm trying to find a way to effectively cycle through animations. If I was doing it randomly, I would just select a random number between 1 through 5 and index it in the table. But yeah. I think I'm going to get ready to end stream, guys. I will be live again probably tomorrow. So, don't worry. Probably late, though. Love you too, Galaxy. Probably later, because I want to, yeah. Just what, yeah. When you initially start, you'll probably use it when it doesn't need to be used. Remember, simple solution is king. The simplest way to do something is the best way to do something. Yes, Froxy, that would be sick. I want to do one where it's in the snow, like, or I want to do like an insane Avatar: The Last Airbender, single player RPG. What do I think of OOP that doesn't use meta tables? I've never worked with it. I don't know. I feel like it would just feel like an annoying. I feel like you'd have to do a bit of extra overhead to establish some stuff. Like I don't know, dude. I can't, I'm too dead to have a proper answer. But listen, I appreciate all of you guys sticking around at the stream. It has been a blast. Including private variables. Yeah, I mean, you can make private variables the same way. Where did you put the local script, Game Crafters? Thanks, cats. Appreciate it, Fel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be a fun time. Do you guys like the style of stream where I just kind of play around and teach? Eventually, I want to work on a game from start to finish and stream all of it. All right, guys, I got to head out. I appreciate you all coming around. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. If you have not already, subscribe and everyone go watch a tutorial. Try putting it in starter GUI put it in starter pack Roblox. Check if that works. I appreciate you all coming. Make sure to subscribe. Watch our tutorials. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace out.